Hey, welcome back to Final Fantasy Ever Crisis. This is Al Shalant. We're gonna do the Da-chao statue dungeon ranking for a third time. I've made some changes to my build and to the strat for the fights. Just got 6 million points, wanted to share it in case anybody's still struggling. We are using all the new weapons, all the new stuff. I added AC gloves on the Tifa. Ended up getting that to work out pretty well. So that means I put Bahamut Fangs in the back, Cath Plug, and Sawed Off for subs. That makes our ability tiering here work out pretty nicely. Besides that, Aerith, she's wearing her Bahamut robes now instead of the new costume. The new costume was kind of nice. It has the +2 ATB and the healing 35%, but we don't really need it for this fight since ATB is pretty much always full since we take the minus ATB bonus. And going from 7.3 healing down to 6.5k, we're still gonna get like almost 1,000 HP regen ticks from Princess Guard, so that's just fine. So the extra boost attack all allies for Tifa's damage is what I landed on. That Ice Breach materia you want on her, and everything else is MDef. No real changes to Cloud's build. Only thing that I changed with him is he's in the middle now. So every fight will start with Cloud. This is going to help with the Shadow Twins so we could kill them before either of their limit breaks go off now. Alright, here we go. Gonna run up the mountain, hurry up and wait for overspeed with the ads. That's the thing about dungeon. A whole bunch of hurrying up to wait. There you go, press all the buttons, get on up there and save in case something goes wrong. Yeah, we're just going to go through one time. I did just get 6 million with this method, with this strat, this route, these buffs. But I'm not going to retry for score, just take the first kill that we get on each boss. We still might have to retry the twins or Rufus a couple times, or if I mess up the rotation on any of the other ones, we might have to retry, but we're just going to take the first kill pretty much. Alright, we're targeting the left ad and then going to sit on Tifa until command stance is about halfway full. The middle one's going to cast Bellow, and then we're going to block. Wait for 3 hits after we block. Here it comes. There's Bellow, block. And that is the only block we do in the whole dungeon. Okay, go back to command stance. Waiting for command stance to fill now, then we'll kill the left ad, then the middle ad, which will trigger interrupt, which will give us extra time to build overspeed. Alright, kill him. Kill the middle one to trigger interrupt. The bomb is casting his slow enrage already, and you can see it stops casting while we're in interrupt, so we get extra seconds to get overspeed filled. We're gonna watch that slow cast bar circle around until around 10 o'clock, as if you're looking at a clock face. Then we're gonna overspeed and attack, so we get one less ATB. And we should still have 11 seconds on our overspeed, so it'll be ready to use in the first boss. Right, waiting, and go. Yep, just in time, and with 11 seconds left on overspeed, that's more than half. That means we can use it on the next boss. Alright, we're going to jump down and save. The Shadow Twins, I'll explain before we fight really quick. We have overspeed ready on everyone, but we're not going to use it on Cloud. On mobile, it's just a few too many buttons to press, and I might miss killing Angeal in time before Ad Astra. So we're not going to overspeed on Cloud. We're just going to apply his Ice Weakness to Sephiroth, then manually click on manually click on Angeal and pre-queue the next Ice Weakness. You got to manually click in between, or the game messes up because of the provoke, and it won't go off because Angeal provokes us. So after the 2 Ice Weaknesses on Cloud, overspeed Aerith, apply her buffs, then go over to Tifa, do AC gloves, then pre-queue her overspeed. Go to Cloud for a full throttle, Aerith for an ice breach. Then Tifa should be ready to attack with overspeed, killing off Angeal. Then we'll spam her attack button again and hope that it gets off in time before Sephiroth casts Astral Gate. All right, fingers crossed. We might have to retry this one a couple times. Here we go. We're going to start off with Cloud. Ice weakness, click in between. Overspeed Aerith buffs. Tifa AC gloves pre-Q. Cloud full throttle. Ice breach on Aerith. Tifa's ready to attack. A little slow. No biggie, we'll try it again. This is the biggest pain in the ass in the dungeon, in my opinion, is this first fight. Right, here we go, straight back in. Double ice weakness on Cloud, clicking on Angeal in between. Overspeed Aerith buffs. Oh, misclick. Retry. Alright, loading's taking forever. Alright, straight back in. Double ice weakness on Cloud, clicking on Angeal in between. Overspeed Aerith buffs. Tifa AC pre-Q full throttle ice breach. Tifa attack. Bam attack. And he's dead. Perfect. Yeah, sorry about the retries there. I do record everything from front to back just to show my methods, show how much effort goes into scoring for this. 146.6. And that's a great score. On my 6 million run, I got 144.6. We still got 18 seconds, and we did get a partial of a second bonus. We got more points for 18 seconds, even though it's the same time as my last run. And we did get like 1.5 million more on one hit, 9.2. That's because I just added an ice breach on Aerith. Was the one improvement that I thought I can make on this fight, and it worked out pretty well. Got 2,000 extra points just from an ice breach. But we'll take it. Here we go. We're gonna take the buff on the right, the one for minus magic ATB. That one right there. Now we're gonna run up the mountain, press all the buttons, grab all the chests, get the cactuses for now. Then Ifrit's next. Ifrit's pretty easy, as long as I press the right buttons. So you can accidentally kill him early before exploits applied, and you get less of a score. Here's Ifrit. So this one, we have Cloud's overspeed because we didn't use it last time. So we're going to overspeed on Cloud. Uses ice weakness. Even though Ifrit's already weak to ice, it adds the 30% ice bonus into his full throttle to lower MDef. Flip over to Aerith. Apply her buffs like usual. Go over to Tifa. AC into her ice gloves. And then we're going to use Aerith's Army of One to animation cancel. Then one more Tifa attack should finish him off. Going to do an Ice Breach with Aerith on this one. Try that out. All right, so starting on Cloud, offhand, main hand, Aerith buffs. Go over to Tifa. Oh, I didn't use overspeed on Cloud. Let's retry. Okay, overspeed first on Cloud. There you go. Overspeed, offhand, main hand, Aerith buffs. Tifa, offhand, main hand, Ice Breach. As soon as this hits, animation cancel. And one more hit will kill him. $147 was my high score last time. And we got almost 500 more. My high score last time was 147,080. So we got a higher one hit with adding the Ice Breach. Ice Breach is only costing 1 ATB now, so as long as we get more than 200 points from using it, it should be worth it in the long run. And the same time score. And we use one less attack on Cloud than I did last time, so we're doing great. We're going to take the middle buff because we want our summon potency for Genova. Don't forget the chest right here. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen the other videos, one of the first things I mentioned is on dungeon ranking, one of the most important things is to be in true manual mode. In battle settings here, just make sure this auto see abilities is turned off, because our score is based on or influenced strongly by the amount of ATB we use. So if you have that off and the AI is using attacks on your characters you aren't controlling, then we're losing score. So dungeon ranking is pretty important to just plan out your attacks, just exactly what you need to do and nothing more. That's why in some fights like these ads right here, I'm not even going to use Aerith buffs, because we don't need them to kill the ads. That would just be wasted ATB. It would reduce our score. So these are the pain in the ass ads up on top of the mountain. They cast Dread. So we're going to attack one of them really quick to try to kill him before Dread comes in. So we're going to Ice Weakness into full throttle. Ice Weakness full throttle. Main hand on Tifa. That should kill him. And then they cast Dread. The one's dead. They cast Dread. Shiva's ready for Genova. That's great. We're going to use ult charges here for the hell of it. Do a Ice Weakness on Cloud first. That way he has the amp from his ult to kill off the ad later to help out. Now we're just going to wait on Overspeed to charge back up. Still got regen going. Our HP is going to get a little low from his big attacks, but nothing to worry about. Regen's still up. Gonna wait till the attack after regen falls off, then heal, then kill him. Regen's about to fall off. Alright, going to kill him now. And everybody will be over 50% HP. Oops. That was a screenshot I didn't mean. Should be everybody over 50% HP because of their bonuses on their weapons. Yep, we're all good there. Genova's next. Grab that chest. Genova's a pain in the butt, but we're gonna deal with her with Shiva. This one is pretty busy with Cloud. He's gonna have to ice weakness on the tentacles and Genova, so Shiva will take them all out. Pull up my score from last time. I think this was the one. So Cloud's gonna overspeed. Ice weakness on Genova, click the left add, ice weakness on it, go over to Aerith, apply buffs and overspeed like usual, go over to Tifa, and then do AC gloves and pre-Q overspeed, go over to Cloud and put ice weakness on the other add, go over to Aerith for ice breach, and then attack with Tifa into animation cancel with Shiva, and then attack one more time afterwards. Make sure we saved. I know I did, but I'm just OCD about it. All right, let's give it a try. So we use our overspeeds. Cloud's gonna switch targets for another ice weakness. Over to Aerith, buffs. Forgot to use overspeed on her. Retry. I'm gonna mess up every single boss, I bet. Here we go. So Cloud's gonna ice weakness, click in between to switch targets, overspeed, use everybody's overspeed. Overspeed into buffs, AC gloves pre-Q, get the other ice weakness, get an ice breach on him, into an attack, animation cancel, and one more attack will kill him. This is one of the lower scoring bosses. I think we're trying to beat 135 is what we were trying to beat. 135,025. We're a little bit lower. That's fine. We took 2 seconds longer than on my scoring run. The max hit was a little bit higher. That's fine. We're just going to take it and go. This one, score boost in the middle with ice potency. All right, now it's time to go hang out with the cactuses. Hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait for overspeed. Overwrite to save, just in case something goes wrong. Right, and what we're going to do here is use Cloud to attack and kill 2 of them right away. Going to use Cloud because he's still trying to build up Icy Judgment for the last boss. This will put him in good range, so he'll be ready by the time he does Rufus. We can use these ult charges just so we don't fat finger them when trying to do overspeed later. Now he's going to do his wiggle. Come on, where's your wiggle? Oh, no, it's a jiggle. Here comes the jiggle. Eve is all set for overspeed. The other 2 got a ways to go. I said this in the last VOD, but they did change the Cactuar, so you cannot sit on them forever and just kill them with auto attacks. You see how he did the cutscene for 100,000 or for 10,000 needles? Well, the second time he does a cast bar cutscene, it'll be 100,000 needles, and that'll wipe the group automatically. Now we're gonna wait for his wiggle jiggle. Wiggle Jiggle should be next. Jiggle Wiggle. Gonna heal with Jubilation. Then what we're gonna do is wait until around there. Did I miss it? Oh, we're gonna have to retry this one too. Shit. I clicked on the wrong character. Not my day. Retry. With 2 attacks on Cloud right away to kill off 2 of them. Use the ult charges just cuz. Now we're gonna wait on the Jiggle. Where's that Jiggle? There's a Jiggle. 10,000 Neils coming in. Tifa's full. Now we're waiting on Jiggle Wiggle. Once he does Jiggle Wiggle, we're gonna use Aerith's ult to heal whatever damage we're taking since Regen fell off by now. Then we're gonna overspeed into an attack from Cloud to finish him off, just to use 1 less ATB. There's Jiggle Wiggle. Heal. Over to Cloud, not mess this up this time. Gonna attack when it's around 8 o'clock. There you go. Didn't want to cut it too close that time. Everybody has overspeed now. We're gonna go around the mountain and meet Rufus on the other side. He's walking his dog on the statue. And we're gonna jump him from behind. In this one, everybody has overspeed. One thing I noticed on this fight, with Cloud starting first, before you apply Ice Weakness and attack with Cloud, you want to click on Rufus manually, because he does do a provoke, and there's some weird interaction where if you start an attack before the provoke, it'll cancel it, so you have to do it again. So we have to click on Rufus to start to make sure he's targeted. Then we're going to overspeed with Cloud, offhand, main hand, overspeed on Aerith, apply buffs like usual, go over to Tifa, AC gloves into her main hand, not queuing overspeed yet. We're going to wait for the last hit. Then we're going to add an Ice Breach with Aerith, another attack from Cloud, another attack from Tifa into an animation cancel from Army of One. After the Army of One animation cancel, we'll overspeed with Tifa into her final attack, which will leave her enough time on overspeed for the final boss. That said, we'll hope I don't mess it up. And here we go. Starting with Cloud, overspeed, click on the boss before attacking. Overspeed on Aerith, buffs, AC into attack, Ice Breach, another attack on Cloud, PQ another one for her. Once this one hits, we're going to animation cancel. Then we're gonna overspeed into one more attack. We'll kill him. All right, finally one that we didn't have to retry. What was the score on this one last time? $137,013. That's about 400 less than I got last time. That's fine. The max hit was more. We attacked one less time with Cloud, so we saved an ATB, which could be an extra ATB threshold, so that's great. The time was 1 second longer, so that's where we lost the points from my 6 million run. Might still get 6 million. We keep our fingers crossed. This one we're going to take the left, Ice Potency and MDef down tier. Now we're ready for the last boss. We got Icy Judgment ready for an animation cancel. We're going to start this out like most of the other ones. Cloud's gonna offhand into main hand. Aerith's gonna add her buffs. Tifa's gonna AC gloves, then pre-Q overspeed. Ice Breach, another full throttle. After they hit, we're gonna animation cancel with Icy Judgment into the final attack from Tifa. Let's give it a try. All right, Cloud, offhand, main hand. Aerith buffs. Tifa, AC, Q. Cloud attack. Ice Breach. I delayed and didn't attack with Tifa in time, so we're going to retry. We would have lost like 2 seconds. All right, here we go. Cloud, offhand, main hand, Aerith buffs. Cloud, offhand, main hand, Aerith buffs, into AC gloves pre-Q, full throttle, Ice Breach, over to Tifa. After the attacks hit, animation canceled. One more attack. I delayed a little bit there too. I'm gonna see if I can. Thank God. I noticed that. Oh, that's because he buffs himself. We were fine. All right, let's try one more time. I only saw one. Why I tried to reset it right away is because I only saw one tier of ice down on the boss. I forgot that he buffs his ice resistance. I thought only the Ice Breach went through. I thought that Tifa didn't hit him, but we were fine. Let's try this again. Apologies. I just really worried about the last fight because after you can't reset after you win. So Cloud's gonna go offhand, main hand. Aerith buffs. Tifa pre-Q after AC, full throttle, Ice Breach, spam attack on Tifa. After everything hits, animation cancel into one more attack. Yeah, we're fine. That should do it. I don't think it'll be a high score. If it is, that would be great for the video. It should be right around that 6 million that I got just a few moments ago, though. It's that is a higher score than I got on my last run. For that boss, at least. So let's see how we ended. Fingers crossed. 604. almost 605. So that is a new high score. I'm taking a screenshot for that, for the thumbnail. I'm gonna go take a couple of screenshots of bosses, details. Let's get them in order for the camera roll. Twins, Ifrit, Gova, Rufus, Masamune. Awesome. Let's go back, look at the build. I already explained it before we started, but yeah, that is it. And you know, we're using the new Memoria because of humanoid bonus. I said that in the last VOD, but we get 20% against humanoids, and all the bosses are humanoids except for Genova. So yep, that's it. Added AC gloves, added Cloud in the middle, added Eris Bahamut rods, and added Ice Breach here and there, added the Army of One animation cancels on Ifrit and Rufus instead of using it with the summons for a multiplier. And everything seemed to work out with a little bit better score. That animation cancel really saves a couple seconds on each fight, which is pretty substantial in points, because Tifa's animation is kind of scuffed. She attacks pretty quickly, but then it takes like forever for her to be able to attack again. So cutting that off as soon as you see the damage connect on the health bar, pressing the summon, pressing the enemy skill, will save time, because you don't have to wait that 3 seconds for her to be able to attack again. You just skip the cutscene and then go straight into the next attack. So that's what I mean by animation cancels, if people didn't understand. It's using the enemy skill and summons to reduce the time in between Tifa's attacks, because there's so much on the animation after the attack hits. So you pretty much want to look at the health bar. As soon as you see the health bar decrease, cut off the end of the animation with the summon or the enemy skill, and then coming out of the cutscene after you skip it, just spam the button again. And that's how we did that. But that's about it. Thanks for watching. I promise this is probably the last video I'll do on this dungeon, since we've hit the 6 million point mark now on video, actually, which is great. A high score on video. Can't be more thrilled about that. Yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.